What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. My name is Marvin, and you are now tuned in to Slingin Lures. What's up, y'all? So today we're here at Mission Bay fishing from a spot that I've never fished before. So we're at Crown Point Shores and we're getting ready to do some saltwater fishing. I got two rods with me, but I left one in the car on purpose. The wind has been picking up later in the day and it's been ripping, so just in case I brought a spinning reel. But we're fishing with the bait caster right now. Usually when I'm fishing from an area I've never fished before, I try to keep it simple. I like to use bait fish imitation lures, and two of them more specifically. The two lures that I like to use are soft plastic paddle tails and soft plastic jerk baits. I think next to the worm, these are probably two of the most popular soft plastic lures in the fishing world. We're gonna start with the soft plastic paddle tail today. Probably throw that around for a couple hours, and then we'll switch it out to the soft plastic jerk bait. All right, y'all. So we're just working our way down the shore. We got about probably 30 minutes to high tide. Let me just double check. High tide peaks around 9 o'clock. Yeah, we got about 30 minutes, a little bit less. Struggled to get up this morning, but we are out here. Soft plastic paddle tail that we're starting with today is from Hook Savvy. Shout out to Hook Savvy. I did buy some of their lures, but they also plugged me with some extras. So huge shout out to, I believe it was Justin and Moses. You know, thank you for that. I appreciate you guys. Super cool dudes. I got to chat it up with them, kind of get to know them a little bit, learn about Hook Savvy. They're local from San Diego, and me being San Diego born and raised, you know, you got to support the local community, especially the fishing community. Got a bunch of seagulls just floating around here, some sea chickens. All right. So I think I want to make some casts over here just to kind of see what we're working with, see how the water is, seeing a little bit of boiling. All right, so as mentioned, this is from Hook Savvy. This is a 3-inch soft plastic paddle tail, and this color is 401 KO. Love the name. Beautiful looking color. I've got that on the BKK round jig head. This is a 1/4 ounce and a 2/0 hook. I'm excited to put some fish on this. All right, let's get out there. We've been yapping. Okay, no seaweed or nothing like that. All right, let's keep working our way down. Ow, I just poked myself in the arm. I'm almost positive that in every single video, y'all, I've potentially like poked or hooked myself. Ooh, we picked up some of that grass. Super shallow. Looks like the tide's coming in. At least the wind's blowing it to our left. Oh, no. Where's the opening of this bay? I don't even know. Don't know where we're at right now. Never been here. Problem with this type of grass, this dead eel grass floating around, really doesn't matter if you use an EWG weedless hook. It's going to get caught up on the line, basically. That's pretty much what's going on. Alright, so the retrieve on a paddle tail. You don't really have to do much of anything in terms of like rod tip movement, just doing a straight retrieve with pauses here and there. That tail is going to do all the work for you. Personally, I like to use the soft plastic paddle tail whenever I'm trying to cover water. So generally I'm fishing a paddle tail a little bit quickly to cover water and ground, because fish, they've got tails, they've got fins. Oh, I just smacked that on a, oh man. Well then, as I was saying, fish got tails, they got fins, they swim around. I think to increase your chances of catching a fish, it's good to keep it moving. Not a nibble yet, nothing. Got a little sandbar right here. Ooh, uh-oh. Water is getting, uh-oh. We're sinking. Oh no, turn around. Okay, yeah, let's not go that far. Oh, we're on. There we go. Oh. Check that out, y'all. We got our first fish. Right in the corner of the mouth. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm gonna let you go, little guy. This guy railed it. Not a huge fish, right? But check that out. We got our first fish of the morning. I never get tired of looking at spotted bay bass. And look, like, this thing bit so hard, and they fight so aggressive, especially in the summertime. Ooh, this guy's been through some stuff. His cheek is all messed up. But did hook him right in the corner of the mouth. Check that out. All right, beautiful little spotty. Let's go ahead, get this unhooked. All right, see you, little guy. Thanks for letting me catch you. Sick. All right, y'all. So that's the cool thing about fishing these soft plastic swim baits. We've seen small bait fish blowing up, so we know that they're right around this size. I'm all for matching the hatch, but sometimes you need something to stand out a little bit, right? So sometimes throwing something that's a little bit bigger than the forage that you're seeing, or vice versa, something a little bit smaller, right? That could be the difference. We got a dog coming out this way. Hopefully it doesn't pee on my camera and my backpack. All right, y'all, we migrated spots. We are now at Mariners Point Park, still fishing Mission Bay. We switched up our lure. Earlier we were throwing a soft plastic paddle tail, and now we're going to be throwing a soft plastic jerk bait. We've got our soft jerk bait on now, using the same ball jig head from BKK, 1/4 ounce, 2/0 hook. We put on the Berkley Gulp Minnow. This is the Starry Night color. And so now we're going to go ahead and get into our soft plastic jerkbait fishing. The time that I would use a soft plastic jerkbait over a paddle tail, if you're fishing and it's clear skies and the sun is up high, water is relatively clear. Because of these kinds of conditions, they tend to hunker down a little bit lower, a little bit tighter to structure or in the grass, and aren't as willing to come out. Since it's that clear, that kind of makes them an easy target for birds, pelicans. They go from predator to prey. As the name implies, soft plastic jerkbait, you can give it action by jerking it, twitching it through the water. It's great as a moving bait when you're twitching it, but it also really excels as a subtle, slow moving bait that doesn't have a lot of action. Unlike the soft plastic paddle tail, where once you start reeling it, that tail starts kicking. With this, if you just reel it, it's just going to come through the water. It's not really going to do too much, so it's up to the angler to give it action. So let's go ahead and fish this and see if we can get bit. Alright, let's try this out. Kind of do want to cast in there. Looks like the current is pulling that way. Let's throw it that way. Alright, which way should we go? I'm thinking we need to move. Alright, I'm going to conserve some battery. We're going to go ahead, shut the GoPros off, take a little walk down to the end of this strip, and I'll see you when we get to the next spot. Alright y'all, so we walked to the end of Mariners Point, almost up to the fence. We can't go any further. We picked what looked like the safest spot we could stand and get to, but it was still kind of sketchy because you got all this loose sand around here, and I really didn't want to slip, so I didn't really care for filming or anything. I was just more concerned about being safe. Again, can't express enough. Safety is the most important thing. Alright, so still throwing the soft plastic jerkbait. Let's see if we can get bit. A little bit windy. Oh, there's a school of... What are those? I think those are mullet. Oh, those are mullet. Those are huge. There's like 8 of them or 10 of them or something. Ah, you can see them. Huh. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna eat this. How crazy would that be though? Alright y'all, it was a beautiful day but a tough bite in Mission Bay. We threw 2 different lures today, a soft plastic paddle tail and a soft plastic jerkbait. We started off early morning with overcast, using the soft plastic paddle tail to cover water rather quickly, but you can fish it slow also. Then when the bite got tough, we switched to the soft plastic jerkbait. Although we weren't able to get bit, make no mistake, the soft plastic jerkbait is a solid lure to have in your tackle box. I definitely recommend, if you're starting out, to have both of these lures in your arsenal. You can't go wrong with either one, and they're both great tools to help you get bit. Alright y'all, if you got any value out of this video or you enjoyed the content, hit that thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, smash that notification bell so you never miss an upload. I hope to see y'all on the next video, but until then, peace and tight lines. Ow, I just poked myself in the arm. Uh-oh, we're sinking. Oh no, turn around.